So today I kind of wanted to share with you why we chose eXp Realty back in 2021 and why we continue to choose it every year when we audit our business here in 2024. So we're going to share some personal reasons that we went with eXp Realty, even some hesitations that I had joining this brokerage. And I want to talk to all the people out there that are thinking about joining it as a new agent, maybe a seasoned agent, or even a team and a broker, why this could be a great fit for you. Now, it's not for everybody, but it could be for you. So I want to debunk any misinformation out there and just kind of share with you personally why we chose eXp and we felt like it was the right fit for us. So if you want to learn more, keep watching. Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Shireman, your real estate marketing expert. I have over 17 years of marketing experience specializing in web design and SEO, and I take that experience to help you grow your real estate business. So if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new content. And if you want to partner with me and get my resources, training, courses, and coaching for free at no extra cost or split to you, take a look at partnering with me at eXp Realty inside the Agent Wolfpack. And there's a link below where you can book a one-on-one call with me to learn more. So let's dive into today's topic. All right, so today I wanted to do another video about why we chose eXp Realty for our real estate brokerage back in 2021. I know I've done several of these. I like to do them every year because eXp is always doing something new. There's always more technology, and we evaluate our real estate business every year and to make sure that this is the right platform for us and especially the agents that we partner with. So are we married to eXp as a brokerage? No, but it is the best vehicle for us right now. So if there was another opportunity that came up, we might choose it, but I have a hard time believing that there will be a better opportunity because eXp, even though they're not a perfect brokerage, they are doing most things right. They are truly an agent-centric brokerage where we're majority owned by our agents. So we're making the best decisions for us and our clients and our business. So I want to go over each one of those reasons. So we're going to kind of go over why we chose eXp, about resources and training. So whether you're a new agent, a seasoned agent, or you got a team or a brokerage, what would that look like for you? We're going to talk about the fees. We're also going to talk about the brokerage model, and then we're going to break down the Agent Wolfpack, which is what I'm a part of, and the resources that you get for partnering with me inside the Agent Wolfpack, which just takes it to a whole nother level. So you ready to learn more? Let's get started. All right, so one of the first reasons that we joined eXp was because of the business model. I think that was probably the most important thing for us. We had interviewed with a lot of brokerages. I have people in my family who are in real estate and they're with top name brokerages. And so I asked a lot of questions. I did a lot of research. The one thing that I just did not like about most brokerages, being somebody that has owned his own business for, at that point, for over 13 years, it wasn't a true business model. Every real estate agent says they have a real estate business. In the traditional sense of the word, yes, you pay taxes on your business. That is how you make your money. But really, they are a self-employed individual. If you've seen anything like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and you've seen the four quadrants to wealth, or the wealth quadrant, you notice that you need to become a business owner as well. And what that means is if you are not at your business, you still make money. Your business still runs without you. And for most real estate agents, they are their business. So technically, they are a self-employed business owner. And that's not something that was attractive to me. I knew we didn't want to do deals for the rest of our lives. Even for me, I wasn't trying to get into real estate. I did it because my spouse was looking for something that he could work on his own instead of being an employed person. And he was already working in real estate as a property management for multifamily housing. And so we figured out we'd get the real estate license. I'd help him transition since I already worked for myself for my marketing company. And when we found eXp's business model, one, it was cloud-based, which was perfect during that time because we were in kind of the height of COVID still when we decided to get our license back in 2020. And then I ended up joining eXp in January of 2021. And we loved that the business model. One thing that impressed me with their model was they didn't have to shut down during the pandemic to refigure how they're going to do everything digital. They were already doing those things. So to me, they were already ahead of the game. They were like the Amazon of real estate. And like most brick and mortar businesses, they are moving online. Look at, Blockbuster turned into Netflix, and taxis have turned into Uber. and traditional brick and mortar retail stores are turning into Amazon. So it's the natural progression of things. And with somebody like me being in tech, they were a tech-based company. They had systems and procedures in place. They were automating things, which if you know anything about me or business, that's what you need to do because that frees up time. It helps increase revenue and productivity. And so for a brokerage like that, that really drew me to them was the tech side and then the rev share model. So I love that they had multiple ways to earn income. So it was either you could earn from commissions, their stocks, or you could do rev share. And then they always had extra stuff that you can make in a deal with stuff like Utility Connect. So to me, it was more attractive because they were truly helping agents not only get money freedom, but time freedom. And that's where, as a business owner, that's where I always got caught up was I had money freedom, but then I had no time freedom, or I had time freedom, but no money freedom. And so you have to build that balance in a business where you are becoming a generalist in your business and allowing people to help you. You're scaling your business. You have a team. So RevShare would be the great team. Because one thing I didn't like about teams, and if you own a team, I'm sorry. If you're part of a team, I'm sorry. But I think they're a ripoff. There's only certain scenarios I think people are really great for team. People that are just not the go-getters. But the fact that somebody's hand delivering you a lead, which generating leads is the easiest and cheapest thing to do. It's converting those leads and capturing those leads is what's hard. And so the fact that they're giving you a lead to cold call, which you could just go get for yourself for $100, that to me, and they're taking 50% on top of what your brokerage has taken, it wasn't a smart move for me. And I knew it's something I didn't need help with. So I didn't want to join a lot of these local teams. So the fact that we had a cloud-based brokerage, the support with the brokerage was amazing. Over 900 employees in the cloud. And on top of that, my brokers in Texas were like 11 and there's salaried brokers there to help, which we'll kind of get into the training and resources that to me, this brokerage model was efficient. There was no office I had to go to. I was used to working remotely. And even during COVID, we've all realized that working remotely is more productive. You waste less time in the car. Plus it's a little safer. You're not always driving around everywhere, especially here in Houston traffic, which can be dangerous. So it's just more productive. You get more of your time back. And if you look at most top producers, they're not spending their time in the office. So why go down that route? So we love the brokerage model, the fact that they gave us multiple ways to build a business and the fact that our rev share that we build could be willable at any point in time. So if something happens to me, God forbid, I can leave that to my children. I can leave that to my spouse, a business partner, anybody that is willing to get their real estate license in any state within 18 months. So they give them time to get it, but they can literally just maintain it where it's at, or they can build it on their own and they can continue to get that money. And what brokerage is doing that? Because most brokerages would just absorb that money and it's money that they've got coming back to them. So just for those few reasons is exactly why we continue to choose eXp. Plus all of the things they're constantly coming out with, the tech, new programs for agent attraction. And there's right now, if you have large teams and a large brokerage and you're coming over, there's so many incentives right now. So if you're curious about how your team and brokerage would look at eXp, definitely book a call with me. I'll put you in front of the right people at eXp to show you the numbers and the top executives there to show you how that you can bring your team over, keep your current branding. The only thing you're changing is brokered by eXp Realty, and they're taking over the admin of the management of all the transactions, and you can free up that stress and time. Plus with our group, we have so many resources, which we're going to talk about later. So that's why we chose eXp was number one, because of the brokerage model. All right. Second reason we chose eXp was because of the resources and training. We were new agents getting into the business. We had some real estate experience, both of us, but we knew that the moment we got our license, we didn't know how to be an agent. So one of the other things we were asking about is, are we assigned a mentor? What does that look like? And so with other brokerages, they require you for maybe sometimes a year that you're constantly paying this mentor, whether they helped you with the deal or not, basically. And on top of that, when I was talking to the mentors, I realized they haven't done a transaction in 5 to 10 years. They're on the verge of retirement. They don't know what the current market like, especially in COVID. It was a very different market. And so to me, that was a bit of a turnoff, is that a lot of the mentoring and training I was getting wasn't people currently in the brokerage. So to me, it was like, I'm not learning anything. I don't want to go, cold call and knock on doors and call, old leads that has been called 1,000 times. That wasn't attractive to me. And then I started looking at the brokerages themselves, which had, usually a franchise owner, and what their resources were. A lot of times they didn't hardly have any tech. They had a CRM, but if you wanted a nicer one, you had to go pay for it. And then they were charging, all these fees, which what we're going to talk about. So they weren't really giving me anything. And then I was talking to the brokers and the trainers and realizing they had really no marketing experience. They're just realtors who dabbled in some marketing. So the glass ceiling at a brokerage where it's very small, you're not going to learn anything. The only time brokerages like a boutique brokerage or a flat fee would be attractive is if you're a real estate agent that's super seasoned and you just need a place to do as many deals as you can. You really don't need broker support. Then that might be attractive. But then again, you could do the same thing at eXp and build a really big business as well. So you don't have to rely on commissions just to pay you every month. So that was one of the reasons, was kind of a glass ceiling at the brokerage. And then when I looked at eXp, not only did they have 900 employees in the cloud, they had, well, back then they had 50. Right now it's 80 plus hours of live training. And this is done from people that are top producers and industry experts. And so basically what's happening is their top producers are giving back because there's not this competition environment. It's more of a collaborative environment. Because think about it, if I have somebody in Maine and I'm in Texas, we're not competition. But if I'm in Texas listening in Houston at my brokerage to somebody, you think they're going to give me all of their information? No, because I'm their competition. Even though there's plenty of business for everybody sees each other as competition. So that's one thing I liked about them, was this collaborative environment. I've even had the opportunity of teaching several times in eXp University as a marketing professional, and to see the way they vet everybody, I really love that, because they want to make sure everybody's getting something. And plus there's so many different varieties of people. You can find somebody with a similar market to you that you can connect with and see what they're doing, because everybody does their business differently. So there's just a variety of training. Plus my brokerage, like I said, we had 11 brokers at any given time that were made available to me. I've never waited over 5 minutes for an answer. I just go in the cloud, or I can email or call or chat with them on the workplace. So they're always available, and there's always somebody on call, which is great. So your transaction's not going to get held up because you need to talk with your broker. So that was super important to us, especially as new agents. And then on top of that, our mentor was somebody that is currently producing and currently meeting a minimum requirement of production to be able to train us. And so my mentors were fantastic. They were hands-on. I got a list of mentors that I could interview and find out who taught and worked with me the way I like to be worked, because I don't like to be micromanaged. And so I was able to find the perfect fit to me, and we're still good friends to this day, and I can call him whenever I need him. So I'm really thankful for that. And then on top of that, all the tech we have here between KV Core CRM. If you don't like KV Core, they have Chime, which is now Lofty. And then between the transaction management, no longer you chasing a broker for a signature. We upload everything to SkySlope, and we have a transaction team that monitors it and reviews the documents to let us know if we missed something, or we need to get it refilled out, if we're missing a document. So they're on top of it so we can get paid at the table. So there's no lag time. It's so efficient and so systematic, and the training is just on another level. And they're constantly bringing out new programs, new ways to generate leads. One of the things that I really love that they're coming out with this year is it's called My Link, My Lead. So if you share the eXp Realty kind of generic website link, and somebody goes and searches for a property and they used your link, you are going to get a small commission off of that if they close with an agent in a different area. So the fact that they're constantly looking at ways to help us make money and have another source of income, no other brokerage is doing that. So for me, this is the best place for me and the agents that partner with me. All right, so one of the next reasons we joined eXp Realty was because of the low fees. And I loved how straightforward their fees were. There's no hidden fees. And when I started looking at these other brokerages, you not only had a higher split, especially as a new agent, because they look at you as a liability, and most of the times they don't even want to talk to you till you have a client. So that was a huge turnoff for training and support. But when it came to fees, they were telling me there's a water fee, a desk fee, a coffee fee, a franchise tax fee. And so all these fees that when you walk away, you're walking away with like less than half of your money. And to me, it's not fair. Like, I'm making you money. Why am I walking away with half of my money? And so then once you become a realtor, not only do you have your licensing fee, you have your course that you had to take. Now you got to join the realtor board. there's another chunk of money. And then you got all these other resources that you are doing on top of that. So it just gets very expensive pretty quickly. And that's why they tell you you probably need 6 months of savings before you get into it. And so when I looked at eXp Realty's fees, I loved the fact that unless you were a new agent, for the first 3 transactions, it's a 60-40 split. And once you do your first 3 deals, then guess what? Then it goes automatically to 80-20. But everybody is on an 80-20 split, whether you're a top producer, a new agent, no matter who you are, you had the same split. So they kept things even across the playing field. And like most brokerages, they're negotiating with their top producers and always giving them the special treatment. And newer agents are stuck to figure it out on their own, which is why I think 87% of agents fail in their first 5 years is because of their brokerage. They're not in the right vehicle to get them where they need to be. They're left to figure it out, which yes, they need to figure it out because they're business owners, they're not employees, but it's in the brokerage's best interest or the team leader's best interest to help them along, especially ones that are going to be top performers. Why not help them get there sooner? And which is what we do inside our group, which is what I'm going to share next. So 80-20 split, the cap was 16,000, so it's pretty low. And then after that, you go to 100% split, and then you pay $250 a transaction. And then what else you had during a transaction was, right now it's $85 now, but it's a $60 risk management fee. So it's basically kind of like your E&O, and then a $25 transaction review fee. And then, so that was pretty much the fees. And then if you cap and then do an extra 20 additional deals, you become an icon agent and you can get all of your cap back, all 16,000. You can be eligible to get that back in the form of company stock. And then on top of that, they were constantly giving out money. Your first transaction on your anniversary year, you get $200 in stock. You bring on an agent and they do their first transaction, you get $400 in stock. You cap, you get another $400 in stock. And then on top of that, you can use 5% of your commission every time to buy stock in the company at a 10% discount. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me with fees. They were upfront and they were simple and easy to understand. So for that, we chose eXp. Plus our brokerage fee is $85 a month. It's a $149 application fee, which covers your application, transferring your license, and your first month of brokerage fee. And then it's $85 a month. And we're getting resources. I work with web design clients that pay over $600 a month for a basic KV core setup, and we're getting that included in our $85 a month. So the fact is, you can't beat, for the brokerage fee, $85 a month, the amount of resources, training, access to employees, access to brokers, transaction support. You have everything you need here for a low fee, and there's no reason you can't succeed here. So for us, it's a no-brainer to stay here for the fees. All right, so one of the last reasons that we chose eXp Realty and continue to stay here is because of the agent Wolfpack. So when I started doing research, I was sent a video like at 1 o'clock in the morning. I started doing research on YouTube like everybody else does on eXp Realty and which sponsor to choose. And I have a full videos on why you need to choose the right sponsor. So go watch those after. And, but I found Mike Sherrard because he was speaking my language. So if you've done any research on eXp Realty or real estate marketing, he has come up. He's one of the top real estate agents on YouTube. And he was speaking my language when it came to marketing, especially on the modern side with social media. I come from a marketing background. I know how to generate leads, but I don't know necessarily had enough experience with the real estate side of things. So I need a little bit of research. So the fact that he was speaking the marketing language and his stack of resources were really great with his Social Agent Academy. He had masterminds, he had coaching, and then Connor with his value stack in real estate investing and team building and his masterminds. I knew it was the right situation because I knew I wanted to do agent attraction, especially for me, because I didn't really want to do a ton of deals. I don't want to be a top producer, but I like the business aspect for us because that's our end goal. Instead of waiting 5 years to become a broker, we can start doing rev share at day one. And so I was very strategic in who I chose because I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. So I wanted to find somebody that was doing what they were doing great, and I could come in with my marketing, my web design, my SEO, Google Business Profile, all these things that people are missing and not talking about at eXp or any other brokerage. I could come in and plug those holes because not every brokerage, not every team is going to do 100% great. So there's going to be things that they're lacking, and I can come in and plug in, uplift that training and resources for my group. So when I started researching with Mike, I found Tharmila with her KV Core resources, which I think were super important. Not a lot of people were talking about, or they just offered like setup. And she offers like teaching you how to use it to generate and nurture leads in every aspect. So the fact that I get that, she had masterminds and a drive full of resources. And then we end up partnering together, creating a marketing company. And on top of that, Friday Connect and our own list of resources and things. So it was such a strategic partnership, because if you come into my group and you go take a look at my value stack, I have one of the best value stacks in all of eXp. Nobody will be able to touch my value stack right now when this video is recorded. That's just my personal opinion. Just because no matter which way you want to go with real estate, I have the marketing experience to guide you through that. I'm not a realtor like everybody else turned marketer. Tharmila and I are both marketing professionals. She has over 13 years experience. I have over 17 years of experience, so over 30 years combined, that we can give you custom marketing plans and really guide you through, and not just what worked for our business that probably won't work for your business. So that was one of the best things that we could offer, is really guide agents, because you get hit up for a lot of things. You buy a lot of unnecessary resources, and the fact that we can provide those for free and help our agents get a leg up in this business and not become a statistic was why I chose eXp, is why I chose the Wolf Pack, is so that I could have the best value stack for my agents and have a good, strong team. So if you're interested in those things, my value stack on top of everything Mike and Tharmila offer is, one, we have our Google Business Profile course. I have my weekly masterminds. Between us all, you're getting access to about 7 or 8 masterminds a week. On top of that, I have real estate website systems, sales funnels, landing page templates, all of that you'll ever need. I have agent attraction funnels, an agent attraction course, all of those things to help you build a rev share if you're interested. On top of that, we're going to do a custom marketing consultation. I have Facebook and Google Ads platform that you have access to and can run your ads on there and get access to a library of templates and manage those ads super easy. And they're tested ads that work. And so the fact that you can come in here and start generating leads day one, plus you have access to Groovy Social, which is our social media content platform. You can go in there, find a strategy, customize that strategy, make a graphic, edit one of the templates, make a video, whatever it is. And now you have content for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, your blog articles, for every social media platform, every lead generation platform that you have, you can make content for based on our strategies, and they're real strategies that work. They're not just an editable template with a common phrase. We tell you how to use these to actually get more followers, get more leads, and actually get in the algorithm feed of your target audience. So if you want all of these resources, all you have to do is click the link below to book a one-on-one call with me. And I will show you what your business looks like here. If you are a team or broker and you're struggling to stay afloat, you need to be here, because you can eliminate all of that kind of overhead, all of that admin kind of stress that you're doing, all the resources. I have an agent, she's been in the business forever. She just can't keep up with all the tech. That's why she's coming over here, because we have it done for her. And the only thing she's changing about her branding is that she's adding brokered by eXp Realty. She doesn't have to manage her trust account anymore and all these other things. eXp is going to do that all for you. So if you want to see what that looks like, go ahead and schedule a call and let's get your numbers and show you what your business looks like here at eXp Realty. So again, if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, hit that notification bell. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.